Well, everybody, it is official. The Packers are one of the worst teams in the National Football League after another slow, agonizing start to the game against the Minnesota Vikings, which they eventually lost 24 to 10. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And today we're going to be breaking down the Packers' Week 8 loss to the Minnesota Vikings, our fourth loss in a row, and another game where everything just went wrong. And so we're going to break down the stats, the scoring, and just talk about what the heck we do from here. So before we get started into that, if you like the content, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I need something positive out of this season. So a little bit of growth on my channel would be greatly appreciated. And so first off, we're going to go through the scoring for both teams. Start off in the first quarter with a Cam Akers 6-yard touchdown run for a 7-0 Minnesota lead. Then the teams traded field goals in the second with a Greg Joseph 25-yarder and an Anders Carlson 30-yarder for a 10-3 halftime lead. That really should have been a lot bigger by Minnesota because the Packers could not do anything again on offense. It is so frustrating at this point that this team is never, ever prepared to take on any opponent. And that has cost us a lot of games so far this year. Third quarter was the remainder of the scoring with 2 touchdowns by the Vikings, one on the TJ Hawkinson 2-yard touchdown pass from Cousins, a 20-yard touchdown pass from Addison and Cousins, and then with about 2.5 minutes left in the game, Romeo Doubs got a 1-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Love for the final score of 24 to 10. Look at the box score for the Packers. Jordan Love went 24 for 41 for 229 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, although that interception was not his fault at all because it hit Jaden Reed square in the hands. It was honestly a really well-placed ball. People say he's underthrown, but he placed it where it needed to be. Slipped out of Jaden Reed's hands and into the safety of the Minnesota Vikings. So it's just, that was not on Jordan Love. Granted, he could have played better. He could have made some more throws, but there's quite a few drops by the Packers receivers that really should have been caught and just not really, execution was poor. And you can see that as well in a run game where our leading rusher was Jordan Love. 4 carries, 34 yards. Aaron Jones only had 7 carries for 29 yards. A.J. Dillon had 6 for 11. And our receiving game, for the longest time, it was A.J. Dillon leading the receivers for 5 for 41. But Jaden Reed ended up with 4 for 83. Christian Watson, 3 for 33, had 8 targets. Did not go up for quite a few contested balls that he just let slip through. Dontavian Wicks, 2 for 28. Dobbs, 4 for 18, and the 1 touchdown. Jones, 4 for 17, had a drop as well. Luke Musgrave, 2 for 9 with the drop. Aaron Jones and Jordan Love both had fumbles. None of them lost. But Devontae Wyatt also had a fumble recovery. Looking at the defensive stats we have here, Devondre Campbell, in his first game back after suffering his ankle injury, had 14 total tackles, which led the team, 10 solo, 1 quarterback hit. Quay Walker had 10 tackles. T.J. Slayton had 9, including 2 for a loss. Keyshawn Nixon had 2 pass deflections. Preston Smith had a great game, 5 total tackles, 2 sacks, a tackle for loss, a pass deflection, of 4 quarterback hits, really showing that the veteran could still play. Jair had 4 tackles. Kenny Clark had a sack, a tackle for loss, and 2 QB hits. Devontae Wyatt had a great game on pressures, one of the highest graded PFF players with a quarterback hit as well, and a pass deflection from Lucas Van Ness. Keyshawn Nixon not really good on return game today. Carlson made all of his kicks, and Whelan had an average of 51.8 yards on punting duty, and he's been playing pretty solid as well. But another thing to note as well is that Kirk Cousins in this game sadly tore his Achilles tendon on the field of Lambeau, and he is out for the year, which absolutely sucks for the Vikings because I don't want Kirk to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get hurt in the NFL. So let's all wish Kirk Cousins a speedy recovery and he can come back next year and play just as good as he was this year because he really has been playing well. And so back to the Packers, where again, it's another week where everything just doesn't work. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's Jordan Love. Oh, it's only Matt LaFleur. Oh, it's only the defense. It's only the O-line. It's only the running game. Everything in the Packers is broken. Jordan Love needs to play better. He does. Like, he has not been that good of a quarterback this year. But there's other reasons that affect that outcome that is not just him. Yes, he's missing throws. Absolutely, he's missing throws. We see it. He has accuracy issues. We've seen that all year. And the thing is, though, like, he's not getting any help around him. The offensive line, which coming into this year was going to be one of the best units in the NFL, has regressed so hard. David Bakhtiari out for the year. Elton Jenkins, that injury still looks like it's hurting him, and he's not playing full strength. Josh Myers sucks. He does. We should have taken Creed Humphrey, who was drafted the pick after him, who's the best center in the NFL, and we could have had him. John Runyon Jr. has regressed so much this year. And it's contract year for him. He needs to play better. And Zach Dom, he's been playing all right. He definitely has been the best player on this O-line so far this year. But that is a concern because we should have had more options there. And because the O-line cannot run block, Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon cannot get going. Like, I know we all crap on A.J. Dillon this year, but the dude's been getting hit 3 yards behind the line so often this year. It is insane what is happening. And same thing with Aaron Jones. It's not good if you can't run football, we can't run play action. Because we are a decent play action team. And another thing as well is that the receivers we have are so young and inexperienced in the NFL because they have been dropping balls. They've been running routes. They've been running right into each other. They're not fighting for contested catches, which with a kind of a gunslinger mentality like Jordan Love, you have to win contested catches as a wide receiver. Otherwise, you're just going to get intercepted. Like, it is honestly inexcusable the way this offense is functioning because, again, we could not do anything in the first half. 4 straight 3-and-outs. Not even punts. 3-and-outs. And that puts a lot of pressure on our defense. While not like the main area of concern right now, they still have a lot to look for because they have had, honestly, not that great because they gave up 24 first downs this game. 24. And I know the past few weeks they have let the Packers, they haven't lost the game for us. But with the talent we have here, we shouldn't have a defense that they only didn't lose the game for us. They should have us help win the game. We are dead last. We're in several defensive categories, like turnovers. We have not generated any turnovers so far this year. I mean, guys like Keyshawn Nixon, we got Jair Alexander, Rasul Douglas in our secondary, and they have not been able to generate turnovers. We're not getting a lot of pressure on sacks on quarterbacks. We're playing off soft zone coverage every single game. Doesn't matter if it's 3rd and 10, 3rd and 1. Our cornerbacks are lined up 8 yards away from the receiver, giving them easy completions, easy first downs, and setting them up easy. And we really have to start asking the question, who is going to be let go this year? Because this is the year we need to find out who is going to be good for the Packers in the future. And one I know should not be here any longer is Joe Barry. His defense is so frustrating to watch because we have the talent. I know we have the talent. It's just not there. And we had to start asking questions about Matt LaFleur because the way he's running this team, the discipline issues we've been having as we were one of the most penalized teams in the NFL, the unpreparedness every single game, that falls on him. And I know he's a good offensive mind. But is he the right head coach for the Packers at this moment? And I don't have that answer for you. And we don't have the answer on Jordan Love either. And it's just really, really hard because there's a lot of unanswered questions right now. And our schedule is only getting harder for us. Because that was the easy portion. Now we're against the LA Rams, who just got their butt beat by the Cowboys, but are still a decent team. Then we got the Steelers. We got the Chargers, who have a good offense. We got the Lions again. And then we've played the Chiefs. Then the next game that I personally think the Packers stand a chance of winning is in 6 weeks against the New York Giants. And I think we'll be lucky to beat them with the way this team is playing right now. And we can easily lose to the Buccaneers. We can easily lose to the Panthers, the Vikings, and Bears. There's no question in my mind about that because this team is B-A-D bad. And I would not be surprised if we have a top 5 pick if everything continues the way it's going. Unless we see some improvement from this team, we're going to be a bottom 5 team in the NFL. And that is something that I have not seen since 2005 when we went 4-12. But I'm still going to watch them. I'm still going to hope that we're able to turn the ship around because I do believe that we have talent on this team. We just need to figure out how to use them. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, again, like and subscribe below. And I'll see you again tomorrow with my NFL Power Rankings. Peace.